Hello, and welcome back to Lady Night Saga. Last time we investigated the rumors of the vampire who oversees the region being missing, and sure enough, the mansion's basically abandoned, and there's this hidden passage after fighting some things into this secret basement. So, today will probably be mostly a dungeon exploration episode. And right off the bat, we have new monsters. We have a Obake Cantera, so basically a monster lantern, and a magic book. Should be pretty obvious which is which. Let's just start with normal attacks for the non-mages. Okay, magic book does magic, not surprising. But seems pretty basic. A smash stick? That sounds like a club-type weapon. Yeah, that door over there we checked last time is locked from the inside. Yeah, smash stick is hammer class, 15 attack, 5 defense. So compared to what Barbara has, 1 less attack but 5 more defense, 2 more speed. I think I'll take that. We have kind of, I wouldn't call it creepy music exactly. Oh, here's a Lilum. Yeah, the researcher wanted something from those, but I think I'll focus on the book first this time. Well, that was easy enough. Critical hits help. Okay, everything seemed reasonably effective. And we got some kind of, black-colored, or dark-colored cloth. Like, it's like a scrap, I think. Cut piece, maybe? And ash from the book, or cinders. And Uther has reached level 16. So that's nice. So, yes, we've gotten one of the things. Yeah, that's also locked. So that's probably what the researcher wants. I think it was also what the blacksmith wanted, though. Oh, there's a Shodel. I think I have one of those already. Yeah. So, hope to get some more drops from Lilms. I've only seen the one so far. Let's go this way. There's a treasure over there, but we'll get it later. Okay, this looks like, something. Got gargoyle-looking statues, and a lonely ghost. Look at that thing. Seems to resist physical, although ice doesn't work great either. Good experience, though, and a pretty stone. Oh, there's Raji already. I'm going to guess you can't just go in because that would be too easy. Anyway, Raji and Linda's room of love, and I think that has something to do with trust. Ah, that's Makoto. So it's like truth, faith, fidelity, sincerity, devotion. So Raji and Linda's room of love and fidelity, basically. I guess they have a love nest down here. Yeah, it's locked. But yeah, you see the two of them in there, a fancy bed, some flowers in the corner. Yeah, the magic book's throwing spells at you are kind of dangerous. Will this go back up to the chest in the top floor? It will. And in here we have a special healing shower. Yeah, I'm gonna unlock it from this side. So that's a shortcut. Yeah, so that recovers 200 health to everyone, as opposed to 50 for the basic one. Let's not go in there just yet. There is more of the area to explore. I kind of would have expected the lamps to be weak against ice, but that does not seem to be the case. You can still freeze them, though. but they don't seem to be taking any extra damage. Yeah, and of course the Wilms have arousal attack. And we got a demon's horn, basically. Let's see, I saw a chest up here. Alright, that's the blood-sucking Baroness's key. So that will presumably get us into that room. Actually, come to think of it, the Wilms look a lot like Hanyu from Higurashi no Nakagura. Although the outfit reminds me a lot of Patchouli from Toho. Which the mansion as a whole has reminded me a lot of the Scarlet Devil mansion from Toho. Oh, there's another cloth strap. Oh, he's reached level 20. Okay, that's... I think that's something like grave and dark. Is that Hakaba? That is Hakaba, the graveyard. Something about a dark graveyard. Question mark. Yeah, something about time. Ahead. I don't even know what that's supposed to say. It's too fragmented. I think that has something to do with bundling by itself. But without context, it doesn't really mean much of anything. It might be part of a longer word. Let's break out the dictionary, see what it says. No, by itself, that's a plan or a policy. One of the words it's used in is blunder, slip, error. Yeah, this could be something along the lines of it's a bad idea to keep going. And... oh, here's a Death Knight. I don't think it has anything to do with me being here specifically, but it is interesting that one showed up in this hallway. Yeah, I don't think this engine has the option to have different encounters in different sections of an area. They're not taking physical damage. Let's try freezing one. That worked pretty well. Well, since it's a Death Knight, I'm thinking light will be effective, so let's try that. Or just freeze it to death. Got a Night Rock and another Monster Horn. Yuzo has reached level 17 and learned Magic Powder, something like lowering barrier. Okay, single target spirit down. So it's like a magic suppressing barrier. Just want to see it. Yeah, there's a dead end there. That's probably some kind of trap. There could be something there, but I don't trust it. Alright, let's try the light on this again. Booms can also cast the blind spell. Light was reasonably effective. Of course, it doesn't help that Stella's under the aroused status, so everything is... all our stats are down 30%. Yeah, looks like we get this message coming or going. But yeah, that does not sound friendly. Yeah, I'm also getting some kind of... yeah, this. Magic fragrant oil, I think. Yeah, it's like an oil that has a strong aroma. That's generated in the bodies of monsters. Okay then. Let's see, can I unlock this now? Yes, and this comes up to a secret room inside the mansion. Wait, that's an actual chest? Okay. We got a special medicinal thing. Refined wordstone. A bear. Assassin dagger. That looks like everything. Do I have a knife user here? I don't. But it'll be in with a nice assassin dagger. 17 attack, 3 speed. Yeah, that looks like a decent boost from the next best thing I have. Let's do a bit of healing. Manami's getting low on MP, but I also didn't recover MP before coming in here, so that's on me. Just head back out. Oh, Manami gained a level. No, that was that side chest. This way is out. And we now have a shortcut to the bottom, so that's useful. Yeah, the maid will recover your HP, but not the status effect and not MP. So we have to go back to town for that. Of course, I'm going back to town anyway. One of the problems with Senon is it's a minor enough village that it doesn't have one of those statues that warps to the capital, so I have to come here the long way, or go to another town. Okay, yeah, there's that dark cloth he was looking for. Make a thing. And what's he come up with this time? It's done, take this. Okay, we've got a... Yeah, I think that is like jet black scarf. Yeah, okay. And scarves are kind of old-fashioned? Nah, don't worry about it. And next... Last time was a scarf. Well, then how about a mask? Okay. Let's see, a scarf and a mask. Kitty has this. Can't separate a scarf and mask. Why? Well, that's just how it is. Not sure what he means with that, but... Alright, that mask boss, or mini-boss, dropped a fragment, so... Okay, then. There's no art to just making it as is, he'll put a twist on it. And we get... Shaberi mask. So Shaberi is like talking, so... Okay then. You need to be able to see people when you're talking to them. Gahahaha. And he's out of ideas, so yeah, as usual, it's 2 this month. I think there were 3 the first month, but normally it's 2 things, so... What did we actually get? I found this in the secret room. That's 30 defense. No additional resistances compared to the standard ones, but... I mean, that's 30 defense as opposed to 15. So if you want some defense power, that's pretty good. But, okay, so there's the mask. Plus 3 spirit, immune to sealed. That could come in handy. What was the other thing he made? Oh, right, the scarf. It's right there. Actually, is that Usui? Yeah, Usui is like thin or faint, so... A weakly dark color, so not like jet black, but kind of dark. Anyway, it's a scarf. 2 defense, immune to... Yeah, 2 defense resists dark elements, immune to darkness status, which is the blind in a lot of RPGs. Including this one. So, yeah, dark resist. Do I have anything else with dark resist? There might have been a ward stone in Yukana you could buy. I'll have to check after this. But first, let's go over to the researcher, and I'm pretty sure this was what he wanted, so he did mention Liliums. But yeah, hand that over. So this was wrapped around Lilium's body. So, dream monster, demon, whatever. So that's usually something like a succubus, a monster that appears in your dreams, basically. Yeah, is it thin because it's one of them? Is she not wearing anything underneath this? He says with a little too much excitement. Yeah, as I've noted, he only seems interested in monster girls, not monsters in general. And once again, something called a fire girl, or flame girl. It makes something with a heart shape, apparently. Yeah, sorry about the vague request, but please get it. Yeah, so we haven't seen those, and unless there's a whole other dungeon this month, which it seems very unlikely. Which figures into me thinking that you weren't meant to go to the advanced dungeon until now. But anyway. I'm pretty sure this month as we just go and whatever's up with Raji, I think we end up fighting her. Okay, yeah, you can get Dark Ward Stones here. I'm gonna get some of those actually, because I have a feeling we're going to want Dark Resist. Yeah, let's check the party lineup. See if I want to swap anyone out. Okay, I've switched Manami out for Quayle because levels, and Aoi out for Reno so I can use that shiny new assassin dagger. Let's just check what this battle is. Okay. Something's seeking power without... Not exactly sure what that means offhand. The one radical in the kanji has to do with eating. Akiru Kotonaku. Or, well, normally it would be Akiru. Here it's Aku because it's like old-timey, archaic kind of language, but that's to get tired of, to lose interest in, so. Seeking power without end, basically. One with hair that gleams in the moonlight? Okay. I don't think my power is needed on Earth. But it's like a visitor, I think. Anyway, something about you need to show, yeah. What's the word? Hospitality to visitors. What stands before you is a god of battle. If you want power, show me strength that exceeds that of a god. Okay. Okay, we've got what appears to be a mostly unclothed girl with a really big axe. And also gauntlets. But yeah, some kind of battle god that's... Is that Osanai? Yeah, young battle god. Yeah. It's a death power, so... Is that a word? Or is that just they're mashing things together? Okay, desperate effort. So, as though you're... Yeah, like the kind of thing people do when they're desperate and they think they're gonna die, so... Shiryoku Otsukusu, which is this, is to make frantic efforts. So fight frantically, she's saying. Okay, conveniently, Yuzo has a party defense up. I think that will be a good thing to have. Let's buff the party's speed. Alright, she has the sneeze strike that she started with. It's a self-speed boost. We can try and poison her. I don't think that works, but... Yeah, attack down should So if I defense up the party and attack down the enemy, that should significantly reduce the damage we take. There's Barbara's speed buff, Whaley's attack debuff, Yuzo's guard buff. Yeah, let's just keep using our strongest attacks, because... Did I defense down her yet? I think I attacked down, so Uther can throw on a defense down. Yeah, that's just a stronger attack, which is good. Let's try hitting her with a light spell. And you might not expect light to work against a god, but gods aren't necessarily holy, so much as just powerful. Okay, so it doesn't look like magic's going to do too much against her, which I suppose that's to be expected. Yeah, we'll have her defend for now and have her stand by for healing. Yeah, with party defense up and enemy attack down, she's not hurting much, but I wouldn't be surprised if she has some tricks up her sleeve. I do like this music though, it's so frantic. Yeah, Uther's defense is a bit lacking. Yeah, I think buffs and debuffs lasted 5 turns. So when we see the defense buff wear off of us, that's when the attack debuff will wear off of her. Unless we beat her first. I was gonna say unless she buffs herself or dispels things, but... yeah. Okay, okay, so I've recognized this as being like a rough or like wilderness kind of thing, and this is, you know, in itself like whittling down, but if you put them together you get something that's still in the process of being formed. It's kind of incomplete, in progress, saying, you're a work in progress, but not bad. Okay, Stella, Moonlight, the Radiance of the Moonlight. Maiden with the Radiance of the Moonlight hidden in your hair? Is that just because she's blonde, or is there more to it than that? Go along your path. And yeah, let's go heal. That was not too bad, especially with buffs and debuffs thrown in there, because when you see an enemy with a big axe, you're expecting them to use a lot of physical attacks, so debuff their attack, boost your defense, and it goes pretty smoothly. But yeah, we need the MP back, so healing. And next time, we'll go back down to the bottom of the secret area and probably finish the month. Month 4 is pretty short, as it turns out, as long as you've already done the advanced dungeon and aren't doing that for the first time. Which again, I think you were kind of meant to, but it's been available since, what, month 2?